Okay, so hey guys, it's me Jen, and today I'm going to be doing a video that has been highly requested for a little while now, and it's coming up to that time of year where a lot of people are finishing up school for the summer, and for some of you that means that after the summer you will be starting university. And as of now I have just got my results back from my uni exams. I passed everything, I'm so happy, and that also means that first year is officially over. To be honest, it has flown by. I cannot believe that's me going into my second year of uni. It doesn't feel like that long ago that I made a video talking about the fact that I was moving into uni. Speaking of becoming an adult, I started uni induction last Monday, and I was absolutely terrified that I would make any friends and I'd be sick myself, but luckily I did meet some people. Got my student card. It's not the worst student card photo. I literally went from being the top of the school to going back down to the bottom and being a first year again. Yeah, now that I have finished my first year, I feel like I have some wisdom that I can share with you guys about what uni was like for me. If you're not going to uni and you're still in secondary school, or who knows, you might be in primary school if you're watching this, then who knows, it might help you for the future and you might be interested to find out what uni is like. I also thought that it would be nice for me to be able to put all of my thoughts of first year into one video, so that once I finish second year, third year, or once I've graduated from uni, we're not gonna get too ahead of ourselves at the moment, then I can watch this back and probably laugh at myself. So anyway, I've written like some notes on my notepad so that I can cover some points that I want to cover of my uni experience. The first thing that I want to say is that definitely where I come from, and I don't know if this is the case everywhere, it is quite popular to go to uni. A lot of people in secondary schools, I think, maybe feel this invisible pressure to go to uni, but I think it's really important to point out that you don't have to go to uni. Do not feel pressured. You can look for a job or you can go to college. I'm gonna start off by talking about my own experience. For the first, definitely like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years of secondary school, I always knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a film director, I wanted to do like media or filmmaking or something like that, but when it came to the time where I was deciding what it was that I was going to do at uni, I started to have some doubts. And I am in no way saying that you shouldn't go and do these things at university, because sometimes I look back and I think I should have followed my dreams and gone and done that at uni, because I decided to play it very safe. I've always enjoyed working with children. I help out at like Brownies and in my local primary school, that's where I work. I was too worried that going into something like film, that I wouldn't make it, that I wouldn't be able to get a job, that I would be freelance and it would be difficult and I wouldn't have like a steady income and I would probably have to have another job. So I decided that I would take on primary teaching at university instead. And as you can see, like, I'm still making YouTube videos now. Film and photography can be something which I can always have as a hobby. Second of all was obviously choosing my university. Once I decided what I wanted to do, I went to all of the open days. I think that's really good. Don't just pick the university based on the look of it or based on what you hear about it. It's really important to go to the open days and go and find out about the course that you want to do. I spoke to other students, I read loads of stuff about what was available on the course, and I picked it because I felt that that was the best course for me, the one that I would enjoy the most. I know a lot of people choose their university based on how popular the uni is, how big it is, how nice it is. You can do that if you want to do that, but for me, I ended up choosing a university which is very close to my house. Not because I wanted to stay at home with my mum and dad. Obviously at the moment, because I'm still staying at home, I don't maybe have the independence that my friends have that have gone to other universities all across the country. There are times where I wish that I'd gone to stay in halls, but on the other side of things, I've saved a lot of money staying at home and I've had a job, and it's not like I haven't been busy. On top of working, I've been doing my YouTube, I get to see my family more. There are goods and bads on both sides. I feel like people feel a lot of pressure to go away from home as well, to live the student life and stay in halls, and you see a whole different side of things that I probably wouldn't have experienced because I stayed at home in terms of like social life and stuff like that. It is a lot harder to make friends because you're not instantly put with people that you can connect with and chat to. But I still made friends at university and I'm really happy with the way things worked out for me. So as you've probably gathered from what I've said so far, I'm not really going to be talking that much about life in halls or like living in student accommodation or anything like that, because I don't know anything about that really. I'm going to be talking to you guys today about my course, about exams, and just kind of in general how I found my first year at university. So I'm doing primary education at university and my course is quite small because there are a lot of people people that want to do primary teaching. There are not that many people on my course, and it's quite a small university as well, so there's probably only about 70 people. Before I went to uni, I thought it was a lot more laid back than it was, and I don't know if that's just me that thought that. I was expecting it to be very chilled out. I knew that it was going to be work, I knew that I'd have exams and stuff, but I think I underestimated how much work I would be doing like during the week. I found myself studying a lot more than I thought I would, and I know this isn't the case for everyone. Some people just don't study during the week. The general like workload for me, it was bearable, but it was more than I expected. I didn't think we'd have like homework and assignments and stuff. Because there was less students, we were expected to attend every lecture and every tutorial. I thought that it was kind of a choice sort of thing. I think that is a kind of false idea that a lot of people have about uni, but I know in much bigger unis where there's like 400 students in a lecture hall, then they don't necessarily count everyone there, so it's not as big a deal, but at my university it was. One tip that I have that is probably really important about when you start university is to be organised. Buy notebooks for every module, have different coloured pens and stuff like that. It's kind of going back to my study tips video. If you'd like me to make a video about making notes, then I'd love to do that because I am so obsessed with stationery and writing things in my notebook. Being organised is one of the main things about uni that I have had to overcome. So if you're a messy person, you need to try and stay as organised as you can, because really at the end of the day it's down to you how many notes you take and what you keep and how hard you study. So what you put into university is what you'll get out. I used to be upset if I didn't get A's in exams, but at uni I've been happy to scrape a pass. When I started uni, I decided that I was going to invest in a laptop because I have my iMac in my room and I do have a phone. I don't have like an iPad or anything like that, and I thought it'd be good to have something which I could take in and out of uni. You have Wi-Fi everywhere, which I'm sure is the case with most other unis. It means you don't have to go looking for a space in the library because you've pretty much just got your laptop everywhere that you need it to be. I got a MacBook Air. I'm not saying that you have to get an Apple product, but obviously a lot of products that I have are Apple and I find them really reliable. I just thought though that I would mention that Apple do this great student deal, and I'm pretty sure it's for all students on any course. All you need to do is prove that you are a student and you get a lot of money off of MacBooks and iPads, I believe. I don't think it's off iPhones, and as well as that you get a free pair of Beats headphones. But yeah, I think I've been really lucky that even though I've been staying home for university